Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brandy Yvonne channel. Of course, I'm your girl Brandy Yvonne. Here on my channel, we always do fun reviews, recaps, discussions of some of our favorite shows. Tonight, we are talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 4, Episode 2, You Scots to Be Lying, okay? If you're new to my channel, please click the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. And by the way, y'all, we are officially in April. It's April 1st. April is my birthday month. My birthday is April 26th. So you could definitely give me the best birthday present by hitting that like, subscribe, comment, and share, okay? Anyway, we are catching up over here. As y'all know, I was on vacation, so I'm slowly but surely catching up on all of our shows. Ready to Love. I'm gonna watch Ready to Love tonight. It's Friday night for me here in Cali, so I'm gonna watch my Ready to Love and be all caught up. Then we'll do the new Love and Marriage Huntsville tomorrow night, of course. I appreciate y'all for just continually supporting me and watching the videos, and the channel is growing much faster than I even anticipated, so I really feel blessed about that, and I really just appreciate more and more support coming my way. Let's get into the video though. The end of the episode irritated me with the little pajama party, but we're gonna get into it anyway. So the episode starts out with Martel doing his male modeling thing. He doing a calendar photo shoot, which I think is the best idea for Martel. We can't deny he's a good looking man. He has a nice body. Okay, so this is a really, really good. I can see him walking a runway, like modeling suits and everything. Like that's a good look for him. He has his manager there. Her name is Mel Tisha or Mel Tarsha or Mel Shanta, Melisha. Anyway, they call her Mel for short, like the other Mel, right? And so he needed some baby oil because they were doing a scene in the bathtub with rose petals and baby oil. The photographer did not have baby oil present, so he called Destiny because her Melanies shop is down the street. So he called her and told her to bring him some baby oil. So anyway, his assistant, Mel, he's known since middle school. They've been friends a long time. She said, you booked and busy. You got the book signing coming up. And so you guys know Martel wrote a childhood book alongside with his kids. And so he was saying how important it is that his kids are now authors, which is really cool. I really think that's a fantastic idea he had as well, to make his kids co-authors of the book with him. And it's a children's book, so that's beautiful, right? So anyway, Destiny comes. She's like, I'm not rubbing this baby oil on you. Like, what you doing up in here? And he tells her, like, he's doing this photo shoot. And she's like, that's really good. I always kept telling you, focus on you. And you really getting yourself back together. And he's like, yeah, what you been doing? And she says she getting her stuff back together. And she tells him about what happened with Melanie after the reunion and how they went to brunch. And she was upset that she talked to Tisha and felt like she's siding with the enemy and all that drama. And Martel's not surprised because he says the way Melanie is, she wants her friends to be a yes man. And Destiny thought she was really going to be a friend to her. It kind of hurts, and unfortunately to say, Martel is kind of right about Mel in that regard. She kind of does do her friends in a certain way. We're noticing a pattern in Mel. The common denominator is Mel. I know there's a lot of Mel fans out here. Please don't come for me in the comments. There's things I love about Mel as well, but I do see she has a certain way with herself about her friends. And I get it. Sometimes you need distance and boundaries, and you need your peace and your space. So I get those things that Mel goes through in that regard, because I'm like that too. But I don't know, she kind of seems to throw her friends away a little bit too much for me. But anywho, Destiny was like, oh, so you had to get yourself another male. And he's like, oh, this is number one male. I didn't know her 20-something years. And she's number one male. I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so Destiny left. And his photo shoot, like, it came out well. I don't know where you can get the calendar at, though, okay? Well, it looks like it's cute. It's hot and steamy, right? Oh, my clothes are done in the dryer, y'all. So anyway, then we move on. We see Mel go to Stormy's place of business, her production facility for her hair care line, I believe. And so Mel says she's totally rebranded her skincare line. And so she wanted to get business tips from Stormy. And So she toured her facility, and Stormy was showing her, okay, this is the person that make labels, this is the person that do this is the person there, they make that, and was explaining to her how things work. And Mel asked her for some tips and advice. And Stormy did give really good advice about inventory, saying you don't want to overstock and oversell. You want to know exactly how much you have of everything at all times. You're going to have a good inventory system. And she said, with COVID going on, you really don't know. You have no clue because everything is behind due to COVID, which we all know that is the case, right? So anyway, then Stormy brings up the reunion. So I noticed they kind of break the fourth wall a lot in this episode, but they do that on the whole show, really. Which I don't mind. So anyway, Stormy's like, "Oh, you had me. How was the reunion for you?" And Melanie was like, And then she was like, "Oh yeah, girl, you had me laughing because you said you didn't remember the fellatio, girl." And she was like, I don't be talking about stuff like that, so I wasn't gonna talk about it then. And the baby mama said Martel be eating her up and all this stuff, eating her out good, and I never said that. And Storm's like, yeah, all you said was you had the penis out the household, and he did have the penis out the household because he had a baby on you. So that's facts there. So that's not talking about it. I'm like, oh my God. Stormy is gonna be that yes girl that she need, I guess. And I feel like Stormy want to get on the show because they already given Stormy confessional time, which I thought was interesting. But we knew from last season that Stormy was gonna be on the show, like, for real. We already saw that coming. She just needed to pop that baby out, okay? Which I'm not mad at Stormy on the show. She's a great asset to the show. I just feeling that, like, working on being messy to be on the show thing from her, and I don't like that. But maybe, that's what we have to do to stay on a reality show. I don't know. So anyway, I haven't had my reality show moment yet, y'all. So anyway, Melanie, all the M's. Melanie proceeds to invite Stormy to her pajama party, her matching all black pajama party. And she's like, girl, you gonna come to my pajama party? And she's like, yeah, I'm inviting Kimmy and Harper and whoever and Monica and Tisha and Brady. Nah, she's not inviting Tisha, she said. She's not inviting Destiny. Stormy's like, why you not inviting Tisha? And Melanie explains, like, she's still, I thought we were moving on, but she's still, snickering and laughing at stuff that could have hurt me, and she ain't trying to move on, and she not inviting Destiny because she set a boundary with her, and she see how Destiny is. I'm just like, girl, you is petty. So anyway, Stormy's like, I can't believe you're not inviting her, oh my God. And she said, so Melanie asked Stormy, said, who, you good with everybody? And she's like, well, Tiffany, I don't know, because she kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I think Stormy feels a way about Tiffany from watching the show. That's the perception I got. Let me know if y'all took it a different way, but that's how I took it. Like, Stormy didn't caught up on all the seasons of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and she don't like Tiffany like the rest of us, okay? So she's like, yeah, she congratulated me in the DMs and all this stuff, but I told her, you come across fake, or you come across weird, or something she told her. She felt like Tiffany come across weird, and she was like, oh, well, I hate that, and she's like, well, you do that, and it's like she being thirsty. I think that's what she said she was, or fake, or something. Anyway, I'm like, Stormy, you don't even know Tiffany for the way you talking, so why are you making a problem with her? So, anywho, are you just hating her because everybody else hate her, or do you really know her? Like, I don't know. Stormy just trying a little too hard for me. And so, anyway, then we move on to the scene with Kimmy. No, I'm sorry, with Tisha and Marcel. So Tisha and Marcel are in the office. Tisha's asking about the plans for Scott Manor. They thought they would be moving into it a lot sooner, so they moved into their investment property that's smaller. They only thought they would be there a year. She said they've been there 30 months now. Marcel says make them closer together, so I'm assuming it's a much smaller house, right? And so they're trying to see if there's any new plans or developments. Not really much new happening down to the Scott Manor, y'all. So anyway, Miss Wanda came through. I love Miss Wanda's hair slicked back in that bun, and her makeup. She looks so pretty in that scene. She had on these weird different prints, but she was looking cute though. So anyway, Miss Wanda came through, and Marcel said he had a bottle. I think it was the chocolate in the bottle for her, and then he made a joke saying that the sale was over, so he couldn't give it to her. And then she was like, don't be playing with me, Marcel. And she said, I want to know if you're going to support my food truck. And he kind of like, what you talking about, food truck business? And Tisha's like, remember we talked about it? And you said she had to have a business plan. She had to have it together and all that. So that's what I told my mom. And so I guess Miss Wanda plans to do a food truck. She wants to sell loaded potatoes. Interesting idea. Hope she sells some wings or something too, though, girl. And so, or some carne asada fries or something. No. But anyway, so that's what she planned to sell. What did she say the name of it was? I forgot what Marcel wanted her to call it. But she wanted to call it Show Enough Wanda or Show Enough Good or something like that. Anyway, Marcel wanted her to sell something healthy. I don't see Miss Wanda doing that, okay? So she's like, so he's like, I know we can probably support it. And he's like, but, I need to think about it. And coffee's going to help me think about it. So, if you can make me some coffee, I think I could agree to do it. And she was like, you need to know how much it's going to cost before you agree to do it. And your wife right here, she can make your coffee for you. I'm like, Marcel, if you want some coffee, get up and get some coffee. Or just say, hey, teacher, can you make me a cup of coffee? Like, you over here playing with Miss Wanda, and Miss Wanda trying to get her business on, okay? So anyway, Miss Wanda's like, you know what, I don't have time to play with you because, you was being messy with this picture you posted. Why did you post that picture trying to put Maurice on the spot like that? He's like, what did I do to Maurice? What you talking about? Trying to play dumb. And she's like, you know what you did posting that picture of Maurice. Why you do that? And he's like, oh, I was just, boys will be boys. And she was like, is that true? And so you trying to make him look, a certain way. And Marcel was like, nah, it is what it is. And she was like, cause you was hanging with Martel and you birds of a feather flock together. He was like, I don't flock with him. I was like, oh, he got a little too angry for me. And that's it. I'm like, do you flock with him? Was you getting with the rah, 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 Marcel? You getting with the rah, rah, rah. But I noticed Marcel does a good job of feeding into the rumors where we have no concrete evidence, but we don't want to believe him because of the way he dances around questions and try to make us look like we crazy and doesn't give any direct answers. So Marcel does a good job of keeping the dust kicked up, okay, for lack of a better expression to say it. So anyway, so Miss Wanda was like, did you ever be hanging out with Martel? He's like, I've never hung out with him one-on-one. And teacher's like, oh, you guys never hung out together around, Huntsville one-on-one. He's like, no, Martel doesn't drink. What we gonna do? Go to Applebee's to dinner together? I'm like, oh my God. Some men do go to Applebee's to get dinner together and they're just friends, but okay, Marcel, not you. So anyway, he was like, so Miss Wanda was like, well, did you have what about this apartment? I guess that's when the rumors is that Martel and Marcel had an apartment together. I'm like, what they gonna do with that apartment to run girls through it? Oh my goodness, these rumors are stupid. I don't know why. Well, we do know why. To make drama on the show, Miss Wanda come with these rumors. She always come with the rumors, right? So he's like, how would I have an apartment with him? And he didn't answer her directly. He kept kind of doing that Marcel thing where he's like, if I did have an apartment, like, why would I tell you? And what do you want me to tell you? And da-da-da. And she's like, you dancing around the question. And if you don't want to answer directly, don't answer. So this is upsetting Miss Wanda because the way Marcel is playing games about the answer and the question. So Miss Wanda's like, stop playing with me, baby. Stop playing with me. You can tell Miss Wanda's getting mad for real. And so Tisha's like, you know what? At this point, all the rumors and the stuff going on, it's laughable. It don't even matter. So they kind of did that conversation. By the way, I love Tisha's look in that scene, that purple suit she had on. I love the cut of that blazer, the color, everything. Her hair looked good. I could tell if that was her real hair or not. It kind of looked like it could be her real hair, but anyway, her makeup looked great. Tisha looked really good in that scene, okay? So then moving on across town, we have Maurice and Kimmy pop up into Jalen's house. Jalen got himself a new house. Jalen came down the stairs and was like, oh, don't come down, trying to make his parents think he had a girl there, but maybe he did. He's, who knows, maybe he did. And so it looks like they brought him some food or something they brought into the house. So anyway, I feel like I got to sneeze, y'all. I think I do got to sneeze. Hold on. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Hopefully you told me bless you, right? And I will say thank you. So anyway, I guess Jalen does like every other young person. They go to their parents' house and shop for what they need instead of going to the store, because the store not gonna sell it to them. Like my grandma used to say when my mom would do stuff like that. But anyway, so he was like, what y'all, coming through here, not knocking, just barging in, and they were like, you do that all the time, and looking through the cabinets, taking alcohol. He's like, I'll take the alcohol, y'all don't drink. And she's like, so you take the alcohol and fill up your cupboard with our stuff? And he's like, yeah. And so Kimmy does say in the confessional that she's not worried about being there, but just having her normal mama worries that any mom would have, right? So then they sat down and talked, and Jalen did address the picture that Marcel posted. And at first he said, I thought it was funny, but then he started getting into the comments, reading the comments, and I'm learning through this show that reading the comments can really mess with your mind and start having you thinking things that may not be true just because people are throwing all these rumors out there. And side note, y'all, why y'all come up with all these rumors? Like, do y'all have proof? Like, until y'all have receipts, stop throwing out information that you don't even know. Like, y'all just making it worse. Like, I'm not about to jump into the comments of Love, Marriage, Huntsville with no information. Number one, I don't live nowhere near Huntsville. I live on the other side of the country. Number two, I don't have no concrete evidence. So I'm not just going to throw stuff out. Like, is y'all pulling this from the sky? Like, show me some receipts. DM me some receipts. Like, what is going on? So anyway, I just wanted to rant about that, y'all. So, Maurice does say, yeah, he was just trying to make it funny, and that was it. And he was like, I started thinking, well, did he, cheat on my mom because it's like a suspect and all this stuff? And so they did, explain to Jalen, like, no, these are just rumors. Nothing on there is true. And I feel like they handled the conversation well. I felt like they were talking to him like he was a little kid, though. That was my only, But other than that, they handled that well. And they let Jalen know. And he was like, I didn't think y'all was having problems because I would be able to tell because you have Maurice out the house and all the stuff. So they laughed, and Kimmy let him know. I did ask him and confront Maurice about this, and Maurice said in confessionals he feels like he's built a pretty good rapport with Jalen, and he knows that I would not do anything to hurt his mom. And so Kimmy and Maurice are getting ready to go on a trip. I'm assuming that's the honeymoon trip they're going on, and Monster will be staying with his mama. So Kimmy's gonna need Jalen to dog sit. So then they left and said they're gonna have dinner with him before they leave. And Jalen called up the stairs to whoever's upstairs or not upstairs. So then let's get down to the final scene, y'all, where all the drama really was, right, in this episode. So we see Melanie has her house really nicely decorated for Christmas on the outside and the inside. And she has the girls there for the black pajama matching pajama party. The pajamas are cute, matching black. They're kind of plain. I mean, not that I need them to all match or even necessarily all wear their own pajamas. I just wish it could have been a mix. Like if you wanted to do a robe and a nightgown version, or the shorts and the shorts set version, or the tank top and the pants. Like, wish it was the same kind of style and color, but just different cut of the pajamas is what I wanted. But anyway, that's just me. So it wouldn't be so matchy. And we, 30, 40 years old. But anywho, that's just me. So she did what I really, really loved that Melanie did. She had those beautiful tents. I forgot whose idea she said it was to do the tents for the women to sleep in. And that was really, really cool. I've never seen anything like that. I would love to know where they got those from, because that was so cool. And that's a really good idea for like adult sleepovers, because we do that with our girls, right? Especially if you don't have a lot of space, that's a good idea. Or you don't have a bunch of rooms to put them each in. That's a really good idea to still make it cute and comfy, right? So anyway, Kimmy was there. Tisha's cousin, is her name Kiki? She was there. Dawn was there. Harper, I think somebody named Brittany, Tiffany, Stormy, Kimmy. Okay. So all the ladies come, they talking in the kitchen, and Stormy says like she hates that Kimmy went through all that backlash with the picture. Kimmy's kind of tired of talking about it. She's over it. I can tell that Kimmy's kind of tired of some of the BS that comes with this show. She seems kind of tired of it. Like it's getting to her a little bit. So, and I noticed that a little bit towards halfway through last season as well. But Kimmy stays strong. I love the way Kimmy communicates. She don't mix her words. She's very direct, and she's just an upstanding woman. She's awesome. So anyway, she's definitely a fan favorite for a reason, right? So we love us some Kimmy over here. Anywho, Stormy brings that up, and then Mel came in the kitchen. I think Tisha's cousin said, "Where's the other Mrs. Scott?" And so Kimmy was like, "This is Mel's party," and Mel made her decision. So, and that's that. So, which was a perfect answer. Like, how Kimmy gonna answer that? It's not Kimmy party. So anyway, and why you there, Tisha cousin? Why you there? Y'all, Tisha family want to talk about Kimmy being loyal to her. Tisha's family want to talk about Kimmy being loyal to Tisha. But look at y'all, cousin Kiki. So anywho, so Kiki all up and through the kitchen, y'all. She all up and through. So she's like, so somehow they got on the topic of Tisha and saying like, oh, well, Stormy said it looked like the post that Marcel was trying to deflect is the reason why he did the post, to kind of like take the heat off of him since he's had so many cheating rumors on him. And so Kimmy was saying like, he definitely was trying to be funny, and Melanie's like, well, how do you think, that's kind of be funny? Why do you think he did that? And Kimmy's like, I can't say why. All I know is he said he's trying to be funny, and Kimmy's like, it definitely was, out of, wasn't a good thing that he did. And Stormy was like, no, that was foul, and what does Tisha feel about this? And so Melanie asked Tisha, well, how does, you're her cousin, what does she say? How does she feel? And Kiki was like, well, it has forced her to, look at her marriage and look at things that's been brought to her and whoop-de-woo. And Kimmy said a good point in confessional, like, you guys didn't invite, you didn't invite Kimmy. You didn't invite Tisha. She's not here. So then why are you going to talk about her? And I totally agree. And I almost wish Kimmy would have said that today, in person there, instead of just in the confessional. But I was glad she said it in the confessional. They was talking about Tisha way too much for me. So that's one thing I didn't like about the party. They brought up Tisha's name way too much for me, okay? Especially for Kiki to be her cousin. It was just a little off-putting. And so then the ladies are getting their food and all that. And Tiffany asked Kimmy, can we eat, have our bite together? Because Tiffany wanted to kind of just make sure the air was clear with Kimmy. And so they sat and talked, and they bring up the reunion. Everybody talking about the reunion. This show don't miss a beat. So Tiffany's like, at the reunion, you did bring up that, when Carlos asked, did everybody have something on me? And everybody said, yeah. And you said I got fired from the Chamber of Commerce. So Kimmy's like, I said that. Like she was biting a rib or something, or chicken wing or something. So she was like, well, just to be fair and clear, everybody said they had something on you, but Carlos looked at me and had me answer first. And she was like, yeah, you said I got fired from the chamber. And she's like, which is not the case. I decided to leave the job. That was 5 years ago. I left with benefits. I was not fired. My boss said if I wanted to go, I can go. And that's what happens. I have my own business now. And so Kimmy was like, it wasn't to discredit you or anything like that. She was just like, you guys kept being on us about being transparent. So it was like, I wanted the same thing back from you. And Tiffany seemed to understand that. They seemed to have a good understanding, kumbaya moment. They on the same page. Then Stormy comes over there. And I feel like this is where Stormy was looking for a moment. And this is what kind of turned me off from Stormy a little bit. I'm still give her a chance. But she definitely was looking for a moment to be on the show, to solidify her spot. So Stormy came over there. She's like, oh, what y'all talking about? And then Melanie came over there. And Kimmy was like, oh, yeah, we're just talking about the whole thing from the reunion and the Chamber of Commerce and all that. And she was saying that, she hasn't worked at the Chamber of Commerce for 5 years now. And she was like, so they was like, well, Melanie introduced you. That's what they said. Melanie introduced you as working for Chamber of Commerce. And she was like, actually, when I met Mel, I forgot the name of the place, but she worked somewhere else when she met Mel. And she was like, well, that's not what Mel said. Everybody said you work for the Chamber of Commerce. That's what we knew about you. And she was like, yeah, that was a long time. That was a long time ago. It's like talking about something from when you're 12 years. So already Tiffany's uncomfortable because now she's got to rehash this. So I get in that moment why Tiffany was uncomfortable, because now she just hashed it out with Kimmy, who she needed to hash it out with, right? But now Stormy is like kind of stirring it back up. She didn't need to rehash it with Stormy. Stormy, you weren't even there, girl. Bye. So I get Tiffany's kind of irritation in that moment. So then Tiffany said it's like bringing up something from when you're 12 years old. So then everybody kind of like stopped and paused. And Kimmy looked like her eyes kind of big as she's still eating. Kimmy ain't gonna stop eating, okay? And then she was like, oh, you was trying to get smart. And then Stormy was like, oh, yeah, girl, you tripping. Like, you need to not. And then so Kim was like, Tiffany, like, we just, like, kind of got to a good place. Like, come on. Now, let me know if y'all thought Tiffany. So the first time I watched it, I didn't take it as Tiffany trying to be smart. I think Tiffany was just irritated. And then I feel like now it's whatever Tiffany says is going to be taken smart the wrong way. Which Tiffany did annoy me last season too. I'm not a Tiffany fan. I don't like her either. I just didn't like the way she was done in this episode per se. But the second or third time I watched the episode, I see how they could have took it as being smart, but I don't think they needed to react that way. Like, y'all say smart little snippy comments all day, so Tiffany can't do it too. Like, but I get it because Tiffany's already come across off-putting, and then she has a certain tone about her. So I get it. I see both sides of it. I also feel like, again, Stormy was trying to make a moment. She was like, girl, you tripping. Yeah, you need to have a drink. And I noticed Melanie in that scene after Tiffany said that, and they were like, oh, you trying to get smart. She took a drink. She didn't try to stick up for Tiffany, when she barely does anyway. She just, every time Tiffany opens mouth and inserts foot, this is what Melanie do. She go with a cup of, with a glass of whatever she's drinking, okay? I noticed that was what Melanie be doing, okay? So she don't be trying to save Tiffany like that. She just let Tiffany talk her talk. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought of the episode. That last scene, again, with the pajama party, it was cute, but it was tired. The drama was tired. I didn't like talking about Tisha when she not there. I didn't like Stormy trying to stir the pot back up. I didn't like Kiki talking Tisha's business about her marriage. I just was not here for none of that. But we shall see what the next episode provides, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see y'all for the next video. Should be ready to love. Bye.